Okay, y'all. Habari Ghani
You
millionaires.
have something special. You
Let's
have
get it.
greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of
That's a
you.
fact. That's a fact. You
Sarah,
ready?
please enter your.
Let's go.
Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Habari Ghani millionaires. Today, what you say to that is NIA. Today you say NIA. NIA means purpose. And as Oprah Winfrey put it, there's no greater gift than to honor your life's calling. It's why you were born, and it's how you become most alive. Or the way Mark Twain put it is there are 2 days that matter more than any other: the day you were born and the day you find out why. Now, as Haziq puts it, if you're trying to look for your purpose in life, it's a multiplication problem. Passion times service equals purpose. What am I saying? I'm saying you got to take what you love to do, multiply it times how you can help somebody with it, and there's your purpose in life. Your purpose changes from year to year. Your purpose changes from era to era. Your purpose changes. When you were young, maybe your purpose was to be a fireman, right? But then you get a little bit older and you switch to your purpose being wanting to take care of your family, wanting to do what it takes to leave a legacy. You get what I mean? Everybody doesn't have one purpose, and your purpose isn't static. This is what I believe. But what I'm trying to tell you is your purpose matters. And today we got 10 reasons why you should be thinking about it. Somebody give it to me. NIA equals purpose in the comments, and then give me a share. NIA equals purpose, and then give me a share. Give me a share. Where my YouTube gang checking in? I see we got Facebook and out. Okay, there go. Okay. All right, Taisha. Okay, Mr. Harmon. Let's get it. Let's get it. Somebody give me purpose matters and then give me a share. Okay, Miss Marilyn. Let's get it. Purpose matters. NIA equals purpose. NIA equals purpose. That's right. NIA equals purpose. I got 10 reasons for you that it matters. I got 10 reasons for you. Here's the first one. Purpose helps you stay focused. Purpose helps you stay focused. When you know your life's purpose, it becomes a lot easier to focus on what matters the most in your life, right? By keeping the focus on one particular area, you're able to find your direction. It's much easier to stay away from distractions. Does that make sense to somebody out there? Purpose, y'all. Purpose, purpose. It helps you stay focused. Here's the second one I got for you. Purpose makes you feel passionate about your goal. Somebody give me that. Purpose equals passion. Purpose equals passion. Check it out, y'all. Once you find your true passion in life, it's going to be a lot harder to keep you down, right? Your passion becomes this driver for you to achieve something extraordinary. You hear what I'm saying to you? You start feeling like you have a calling, like there's a greater weight on your life. I don't care if it's a childhood dream or some kind of newly adopted lifestyle. The passion is what's going to push you through the valleys so you can get to the peak. You ask any mountain climber, there's something between each peak, and that's a valley. And if you don't have the passion, you'll never make it through that valley. Somebody say purpose gives you passion. Here's the third one for you. Purpose gives you clarity. Purpose gives you clarity. Somebody give me that in the comments and then give me a share if you agree. Purpose gives you clarity. People who know their purpose in life are unstoppable because clarity equals power, right? Passion gives you clarity, and clarity equals power. Millionaires, people who know their purpose with a sense of clarity, you start to discover that they begin to shape their whole life according to it. People who don't know their purpose in life ain't clear, therefore, about what they want. And then what happens? They begin to waste their time on a bunch of futility. You ever thought about that? You ever seen someone like that? It is an amazing thing about purpose because now you know who you are. You know where you're coming from. You know where you're going. Am I making sense to somebody out there? Somebody say purpose equals clarity, and then give me a share if you agree. What about this? Purpose makes you feel gratified. Purpose makes you feel gratified. Ain't nothing more powerful than climbing that ladder and being excited about where you're going when you get there. Ain't nothing better. When you have a purpose in your life, you express it constantly. You base your decisions around it. You base your thoughts, your feelings, your actions around it. It all starts to have more of a gravitas. A person who knows their purpose tends to make a greater impact, not just greater income, but they tend to make a greater impact. And what does this do? This fans the flames of gratification and fulfillment. I always tell people, man, you'll never feel fully fulfilled until you fully fill that hole we all have inside. And that hole ain't shaped like sex, drugs, or rock and roll. That hole ain't shaped like cars and clothes. That hole is shaped like your purpose. Somebody say purpose equals gratification and then give me a share. Purpose equals gratification and then give me a share. Here's the next one for you. Purpose allows you to live a value-based life. Purpose allows you to live a life that's based around your values. You know, one of the next books on my list is from this guy named Rick Warren. He wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Life. Now, what I'm about to read is something called The Purpose-Driven Church, right? I've heard so many good things about this book. I can't wait to tear into it. I'm probably going to start on it today, right? But I'm asking you to consider the fact that when you have a purpose, it makes it a lot easier to live a life that's driven by value. With purpose comes values, which are an integral aspect of any great man's life, any great woman's life. Values are these rules that guide our decisions. They become a true north on our compass. See, when you've made a decision, you don't have to make so many choices. Somebody give me that in the comments. When you've made a decision, you don't have to make so many choices in life. Does that make sense? Check this out, y'all. When you are able to live a value-based life, you automatically know whether these thoughts are leading you down the right path or the wrong path. You automatically know whether these feelings are leading you down the right path or the wrong path. You're automatically able to find and connect with other people who share our way of viewing the world. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? What about number 7? Purpose makes it so you live with integrity. I don't know how many of you know, but the word integrity means whole. It really means whole. My man Joseph Davis Smith is in the house. Appreciate you checking in this morning, King. When you make a decision, you don't have to make so many choices. Yeah, there we go. There we go. When you make a decision, when you've made a decision, you don't have to make so many choices. Somebody give me that and then give me a share if you agree. When you've made a decision, you don't have to make so many choices. This is why when somebody says Habari Ghani today, you want to say NIA, because we're talking about purpose today. We're thinking about purpose today. Am I making sense? NIA equals purpose. The 7th one I had for you, y'all, is that purpose makes you live with integrity. Knowing your purpose in life helps you live with integrity, y'all. Yeah, Taisha. I want y'all to write this down in your notes because this is important. This is important. You know, I could be sitting there at the table and I've decided no more sweets. I've decided that I'm going to watch my health. I've decided to acknowledge the fact that sugar is just one molecule away from cocaine, right? But I'm going to be mind over matter with the way I take hold of my life. And then the waiter comes to the table and says, hey, would you like the dessert menu? I'm able to say no and mean it. But let's say I'm only 99% decided. Well, see, now I got to make a choice. Now I got to say to myself, well, it is a Thursday. This is kind of my cheat day. Or well, you know what? I did have an especially good workout this week, right? You know what? Let's do some cake. Let them eat cake. Because I haven't made a decision. You know, I was talking to one of my mentees yesterday, and we were talking about how suicide means to kill yourself. Homicide means to kill somebody else. But to decide means you killed off all the other options. You get what I'm saying to you? A 100% decision means now I don't have to make so many choices. That's what purpose does, y'all. And so now all of a sudden you're able to live with integrity, because people who know their purpose in life know who they are. They know whose they are. They know what they are. They know why they are. And when you know yourself, it becomes easier to live a life that's true to your core values. You know, you walk in the Great Pyramid of Giza, and right above the doorway, it says, know thyself. You know thyself. It's the beginning of all knowledge. Know thyself. Know thyself. Yeah. You know we got you, Cindy. Yeah. That's right, Mr. Billionaire. Yeah, that's right. All right, we're going to move on. Purpose encourages trust. Somebody give me that. Purpose encourages trust. People who know their purpose always are able to report this mind-blowing increase in synchronicity in their life, serendipity in their lives. It starts to feel like everything is aligning. And when you feel that way, you start to have a deepening sense of trust and faith in other people, right? Now you start to feel yourself to be an integral part of the universe. You know, any of my mentees will tell you how I feel that what we're doing is ordained. I feel that we're moving on some kind of train track that we can't control. And the only bit of control we seem to have over it is how fast the train goes, but the train is moving. And I mean it. That's not just something I say. And if you pay attention to me, you can tell I mean it. I'm asking you to consider your purpose. When somebody says Habari Ghani to you today, I want it to remind you to consider your purpose, y'all. It changes everything. It changes everything. What about this, y'all? What about this? Purpose infuses an element of grace in your life. It infuses an element of grace in your life. You start to become a pronoid instead of a paranoid. Somebody give me that. Purpose makes you a pronoid. I want you to get used to that word, pronoid. 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 Purpose makes you a pronoid. You know, a paranoid thinks that everything is working against them. A pronoid thinks that everything is working for them, that the universe is conspiring on your behalf. You know, me and my business partner, we'll go through things that would shake the average man up, that would shake the average woman up. And I guarantee that. You know, we'll get stressed out for about 30 seconds. And then one of us indubitably will remind the other one, God ain't bring us this far to bring us this far. You know what I mean? Ain't no way all this other magical stuff done happen just to make this right here be the stop of it all. Man, every single time it looked like something is horrible, it turns out to be the best thing that could have ever happened to us. What I'm saying is purpose makes you acknowledge the grace in your life. What I'm saying to you is that you have to acknowledge your purpose. That's mindset. You got to cherish your purpose. That's heart set. And then you got to nurture your purpose. That's skill set. That's what this means. That's what this means. This is mindset, heart set, skill set. Mindset, heart set, skill set. I don't know how many of y'all get the newsletter, but I really, really appreciate those of you that are starting to write back. Most people are starting to write back, you know, when they get the newsletter. If you haven't gotten the newsletter, then make sure you go to the website. Just put your email in that box. Put your email in that box. Every newsletter has a section dedicated to mindset, heart set, and skill set. Every newsletter is dedicated to mindset, heart set, and skill set. You get these little blurbs that'll blow your mind. But the reason I want you to acknowledge the grace in your life, cherish the grace in your life, and then nurture it is because people who have purpose, they're able to see the grace. Until you're committed, there's hesitancy, right? There's always a chance to draw back. There's always ineffectiveness. Once you recognize the grace, it's easier to get committed. When you commit to living your life with a purpose, all kinds of amazing things start to happen. Here's number 9. It helps you find a flow in life. Purpose equals flow. Purpose equals flow. Is that a fact? Purpose equals flow. People who find their purpose in life tend to live in the flow of this universal stream of consciousness. They allow things to happen and change in their life instead of fighting against it. Like the example I just told you with me and my business partner. They tend to challenge themselves and battle against their fear, even when all evidence kind of like appears real. Y'all know that's what fear kind of like is an acronym for: false evidence appearing real. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking to this morning. And here's number 10 for you. Purpose makes life more fun. Purpose makes life more fun. Millionaires, when people know their purpose in life, they enjoy every minute of it. I'm not the kind of person that really needs a day off. I'm the kind of person that feels like time keeps on slipping. I have a ball, even though some people would say I work really hard. Millionaires, when you have a purpose-driven life, you're going to be better at tackling every situation in a creative way because you have a growth mindset. Growth mindset, don't even call it work. It's called play. When you know, that great book about entrepreneurship always talks about how you want to stay childlike, not childish. What do they mean? You ever caught a little baby making a sandcastle? The water comes and knocks it over. Baby don't even cry. Baby just starts building a new sandcastle. What is it about us as we grow up that when our first attempt is not perfect or something happens that causes us to need to start over, we think it's the end of the world? It's because we lose that growth mindset. Millionaires, when you have purpose, even the dullest thing becomes beautiful and creative because you're motivated and you realize that this is just a chance to begin again even better. Millionaires, the benefits of living a purpose-driven life are clear. I want you to add these to your power book. You know, if you need a power book, I'd like to suggest Color Me Millionaire, the world's first affirmation and visualization coloring book. You know, like each one of these images, right? It has a bunch of note pages right beside it, right? And then a little quote. Like this one says, "Woo, it's simple. There are no limits to human growth because there's no limits to the human capacity for intelligence, the human capacity for wonder, the human capacity for imagination." Tell me you don't need that in your life every day going into this new year. Most people order multiple of them since you only have to pay the shipping and handling one time. So go to wearemillionaireminded.com or just go to millionaireminded.com. I try to say it in affirmation state so that way you say the affirmation even when you're typing it in, because we're serious about this around here. Go to millionaireminded.com and order a few of them for yourself and your family and friends. Last day of Kwanzaa, we give out gifts. I want to challenge you to make one of the gifts you give out Color Me Millionaire. And millionaires, I hope I've made the benefits of living a purpose-driven life more clear this morning. I hope you share the YouTube with somebody who needs it. Because when you begin living positively and you start seeking out new opportunities, you start experiencing everything you feel. You hear me? It makes a difference. Relationships are affected in a positive way, right? You start to seek out new relationships. You start to nurture the existing ones. Do you hear me? Everything changes, y'all. Everything changes. Millionaires, you become more helpful to the people around you. Do you hear me? Everything changes, y'all. You become more loving. Do you understand what I'm saying? You become more of a role model for your family and friends who've never seen greatness in the flesh. Most people have never seen greatness. So if you've been looking for your purpose in life, I'm just telling you to do the multiplication problem, y'all. Passion times service equals your purpose. Passion times service equals your purpose. It's time. It's time to do these affirmations. I hope you're ready. Let's get it. Repeat after me. I am so happy.